this guy here. Now, MagMaster needs to repair now. That's the one thing. Oh, and the torpedo comes off. The special is on the way. Mag finally getting around to... Oh, waited too late. And here we have some torpedoes. Oh, wow. This one guy getting hammered by a pair of torpedoes, going to end up getting out of there and being able to repair. So, in the meantime, again, point blazing gig. Scout getting a little bit caught off here. Unfortunately, that is sort of a missed opportunity that you could have captured that scout, because when you don't force them out of cloak, they just become visible, which means their shields are down, which means you can steal it. Just take all your stations and transport on it, and those scouts have only about 10 on them, 10 or 15, I don't remember exactly which, and there you have a nice little cloaky ship, and you do not understand just how nice that is if you're the Federation and you now suddenly can get a little cloak action on. Which is very, very useful for tracking fleet movements, whatnot. So, fleet placement here would have not done much in favor of him, but nonetheless. So in the meantime, a little bit more on the monsoons coming out. These are not a bad thing. Their proximity torpedoes are great for raiding. They do take out miners like you would not believe. The problem here is the feds are turtling up. They're putting down platforms, and they are investing heavily in that. And what they could have probably gotten rid of these sensor platforms and just gone straight into scouts. Now, these scouts would have been mobile detectors, would have allowed him to place them with his fleet, and then had sort of a on-demand scan. Here we have MagMaster making his first offensive move of the evening. Gonna mosey on up over the board, perhaps coming over here and taking this out, which would be actually one of the more crucial blows here. The Klingons here, in the meantime, are managing to gather up a nice little fleet. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, at least 12, maybe 13 ships in here. This is starting to look like a little fleet here. And you can see that if he ran into this double pair here, it would just eat them up. So Klingons really in a nice little bit. Let's see where these guys go. Oh, all right. So one of the things you got to be worried about is if you're going to warp in, on a base, which this is not a bad situation here. You don't know where that Klingon fleet is. These guys are going to turn around, going to just tear into this, and this will be great for the Federation. However, watch, they are going to end up losing to this fleet here, and that'll be a warp in that you don't need. But this is actually a double. Oh, if he can move in these guys as well, a double raid would be actually great on them. And these guys need to get a kill on something, otherwise they are just going to get slaughtered for absolutely no gain whatsoever. Oh, look at this. Okay, so here's a miner that gets away. Here's a constructor that gets away. And here is free experience for the Klingons. And Blazing Gig doing a good job here of moving away damaged vehicles and ships. And the Federation are going to end up getting kind of just slaughtered here. This ambassador has a good amount of staying power. And these Klingon ships here are going to be able to hunt down this Excelsior class and kill it off. There's just the numbers here are in favor of the Klingons. The Klingons are scoring small victories left and right. And you can see, oh, and a scout coming in way too late, totally not necessary. This, unfortunately, MagMaster not microing these guys, moving them into range over here. And it's a missed opportunity here. So Mag losing 2 out of that warp-in rush and not getting a single kill. He should have at least killed something. If you're going to sacrifice some ships, take somebody with you. You can see again, this feds are turtling up heavily in this area. So we're going to end up having a long game. Feds running possibly a little bit ragged on resources here, I would presume. these torpedoes would be wonderful, but he's just not able to produce the numbers that he needs in order to turn the tide, as these Klingons are almost ceaselessly producing here. There you see, just queued up another pair, and these guys, let's see if these cavorts have their special. They don't have it yet. In the meantime, here we do have the Feds finally making a move over here, able to get a couple kills off. This is going to be a nice kill. And the Klingons not really worrying about this too much, it appears. And you can see that the Klingons are managing to get just a nice fleet over here. Lots of cohorts, lots of Quebec classes, and these monsoons have forced this station into a decom, though honestly, if I were the Klingon here, I would not have decom for that early. That would have actually kept these 4 ships over here for a long time. As it is, these guys are going to bugger off and maybe go back to the main, which is what is going to give the Federation just a little bit more staying power. In the meantime, you can see here that the Federation have turret up really nicely down in their expansion, and there's not a lot over here. So as a Klingon cloaked player, all you really got to do is just avoid the turrets. And that is exactly what he's going to do. And he's going to just burn this thing immediately down. Those torpedoes not able to do enough damage, and Blazing Gig getting a couple more kills right off the bat. And you can see here that, oh, that one ship getting a repair off. A couple of these classes, a couple of these guys getting in the range of that starbase. This starbase looks like it's upgraded a hair, but there's no offense or even offensive defense over here. These guys, all they got to do is concentrate on little things here, like this ship getting a little bit out of range, going to end up getting pounded. Now, all Blazing Gig has got to do is repair this one ship here, and he's going to do that right now. Maybe. These guys are a little bit silly as following in and trying to get that kill off. That is actually probably a good on their part. And Klingon drawing these guys a bit back and trying to stay out of the way. You see Blazing Gig moving off a cloaked ship, trying to get that into a repair yard here shortly. The Federation trying to put up a phaser platform here. Now this is what the Klingons need to adjust to really, really quickly. Here's this. If this phaser platform goes up, it's going to be a lot harder. Now the Klingons are making just a ton of headway into this area. But this phaser platform would make their job a lot harder. We're going to see if they're going to notice this. He's going to go repair this one guy. Oh, no, he's going to follow, get right into the guns of the starbase. This guy looking to be a little bit more upgraded. Oh, look at that. Doubled its offensive power. And these guys are going to get phaser platformed here in about 20 seconds. Yep, these Klingons have not noticed it. Now, they are getting these kills off of these monsoons. And they are getting, oh, but they don't see the danger here, this phaser platform. Phaser platform going up in a hair, maybe 10 seconds. They're going to get that kill off on that station there. What a wasted chance here. Klingons still getting kills, getting kills that they need. These monsoons being really expensive, but here comes that phaser platform. They did not see it, and that starbase getting a kill off of a cavort. That phaser platform chasing these guys away. A little bit of a missed opportunity for the Klingons here as they miss that constructor. Got to keep your eyes open, but the Klingons are going to manage to just turn right around and just sort of brute force this guy down. Now, one thing to notice about a phaser platform is that it is sort of a closest target killer here. Whoa, wait, where are you going, guys? You got a ship that can't move. You might as well take this thing down. Klingons missed opportunity here. Gonna lose this ship. Might as well have used it for a tank for a bit. A little bit of a missed opportunity here. And so Klingons looking to go save a cavort, perhaps. You can hear a warp in coming over. Wow, another steamy. Man, MagMaster is just pulling the steamies out tonight. Unfortunately, they are not up against what they need to go up against. And somehow this Klingon ship here getting tagged down. It has no shields. It has no weapons. Because it has no weapons, it has no cloak. And it is getting tagged a little bit. but it looks like it's going to actually survive, so